Our story begins on a windswept plain beneath a cold sky. A small band huddles around a new discovery, fire. It stretches the waking hours, softens food, and gathers strangers into a circle where language can take shape. Here, stories are told, turning memory into a shared inheritance, allowing knowledge to accumulate across generations. Patient hands learned to coax life from the soil, bringing wild seeds and wary animals closer to home. Farming anchored families, then villages, to one place. And with the first surplus of grain, a new question arose. What happens when a community produces more than it can eat? Markets appeared. Some could now weave, or carve, or trade instead of hunt. Paths reached farther, connecting neighbors. Where water, grain, and people converged, the first states rose. Prosperity demanded order. Rulers inscribed their commands on stone and clay. Writing turned fleeting breath into a permanent record, while law made both promise and punishment visible to all. On ancient tablets, harvests and taxes were counted. Envoys carried gifts and threats, and armies marched when bargains failed. The foundations of our modern world, of cooperation and conflict, of shared rules and archives, were laid. Centuries later, the world is in motion. In a bustling harbor on the Indian Ocean, ropes creak and traders argue in a dozen tongues. Networks of exchange now knit together distant peoples. Scriptures, algebra, and star charts travel alongside spice and silk. A maritime revolution drives empires across oceans, and soon factories will turn steam into sprawling cities. But a new question takes hold. What happens when ideas move faster than armies? Rights are claimed in pamphlets and public squares, even as flags and borders harden. 2 world wars shatter old certainties, and from the ashes, new voices rise, demanding their place in an increasingly crowded and interconnected world. Their legacy is our present. Digital networks have collapsed distance, while climate shocks reveal our fragile, shared biosphere. The challenges we face today, from the ethics of genome editing to the governance of artificial intelligence, are born from these ancient currents of history. We are still learning how to manage power and care for one another on a global scale. Because the next great shift is already underway, and it will not just change our machines, it will change the very meaning of our world.